Okay, I'm back. We're gonna try again for 2200 rapid. I'm further away now than I have been at the start of any recent streams. I'm at 2175. So that would require several wins in a row, but you know, that can happen. That's allowed. Let's do a quick puzzle storm because I haven't done really any chess today. So let's do a quick little warm up just to, you know, be sharp. I don't feel particularly confident about my prospects today, so probably today will be the day. What? I got nothing? I'm confused. Here for some reason? Oh, it's this. Oh, it was rook, or bishop. How's it going bouncing? Probably the long message is from Cheesy Gazebo. Ah! What's with these easy ones? What? Why is it giving me easy ones? That was only 40? I thought I did better than that. Getting to 2300, that's a good idea. Hello, Infinite Potato. Maybe one more, and then, chess. Knight. The... I didn't think that was right, but I didn't see what else could be right. Ah, there was a bishop. What? That wasn't as good. Hello, Dominant Cat. Beat an IM in 3-check? Is he an IM in 3-check or is he an IM in chess? I didn't know that they had titles for 3-check. Alright, back to this scene. And we'll play some chess. So many dominant animals these days. Just like 2 or 3 though. Cat, crab, probably some other one. King Knight. Oh, he gave up. I didn't even get any rating. Is there a dominant dog? Clubber Lang Smith? That's what it stood for the whole time? I never saw that movie, even though you're mixing like a movie and a character. But it's like the same actor, so it makes sense. It is palm juice. Indeed, it is simply palm. Now that's a sponsorship I would take. Palm. Sky Packs. I thought this guy's name looked familiar. Alright, whatever. What would be the weakest dominant animal? I don't know, like a... Pygmy marmoset, probably. Or like a sponge. Sponge are pretty weak. Actually, I thought tardigrade, but tardigrades are, like, indestructible. I didn't think your D4 advice was bad, I just thought it was very inaccurate. Like, I don't think that D4 has any more propensity to lead to an endgame than E4. So I didn't understand the advice. It wasn't necessarily bad. Do 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 do. wonder if because I've had a few games in this line recently, I wonder if one of them was against this gentleman. This is just a good line for white. No, because the last game we played, he had white. I feel like you know their playstyle very well. I mean, like, you could be right that, like, their playstyle would be better suited for D4. It's just the reason you gave made no sense, like... Because your exact words were, if you like the endgame so much, why don't you play D4? Which I don't think that's accurate at all. Like, if anything, E4 is more known for the endgame, because you got, like, the Berlin endgame, the most famous endgame there is. Dominant amoeba, but that wouldn't be an animal, so that wouldn't count. How's it going, David Lanky? I am CL Smith from Ben Feingold streams. I'm in his chat in like every stream, and I've been on his stream, I guess twice, but it might have been more than twice. 2 times that I can think of. I guess I'm supposed to do this, I don't know. Formerly known as Chess Lad. Who are you talking about? I never heard of him. Yeah, I agree with Bouncy. Well, I've only been streaming for about 4 years, so not too long. But yeah, welcome to the stream. If you recognize my name from Ben Feingold streams, it's kind of amazing you don't know that I've streamed, that you didn't know that I streamed, because he's rated me like, I don't know, like 50 times. Probably more. Ah, I see, so you don't get the raids. That makes sense. Who's Ben Feingold? Some guy. Some washed up GM. Dominant coral. That would be an animal. That counts. I think I could have taken a more aggressive approach in this opening. But on the other hand, I'm up a pawn with a great position, and I see no compensation for black. So it doesn't seem like aggression was really necessary. Yeah, I don't really agree with how he's playing. But I've said that many a time before, and been wrong many a time before. I think just taking with the pawn is perfectly cromulent. But, I don't know, I could take with like any piece. But I like taking with the pawn to keep his knight stupid. "2000s have bad openings? That's how it goes?" Well, he played into a line that I just, like, know. I guess that's mildly annoying. But very, very mildly. Maybe e5 is a good move. It looks sort of like a good move. It has the bearing of a good move. I don't know. Could be. I guess I'll just play Bishop E2. Like, what's wrong with that? I can find no fault with it. Am I gonna watch the national championship game? Probably not. I mean, I probably won't watch the first half, and then like if it's a close game, maybe I'll watch the end of it, something like that. $600s who know 20 moves of theory against the CM. That is unusual. There is not a third place game, but we already played Texas and lost this year, so I guess Texas gets third place. That seems fair. Alright, I thought he was gonna go here. He keeps playing moves I don't agree with. Now this looks correct. Yeah, looks right. Just give him a, you know, put a little pin on him. Yeah, I thought just here was fine. Seems like I'm getting in there. He's moving in reverse. Bishop G4, maybe? Looks sort of tough. Oh, he wants to go here. That's what he wants. Okay, so we'll do it this way. I was trying to figure out a way to trap the queen. I couldn't find that. But now after Bishop G4, it's kind of... I don't know, it's getting kind of tough. Seems like. Maybe Bishop G5. Target a pawn. Take it upon myself. It's also B4. That doesn't quite work. Maybe it does. There is maybe some question what is gained by it. Okay, let's just go here. Good enough. My mom is gained by it? Maybe. How's it going, J-Law? It's J-Law's like once monthly visit to Twitch. As far as I can tell, that's about accurate. But I mean, guy's probably busy, an FM and a doctor. A lot going on. Rook there. Probably rook A8, I guess. That looks like what do. Let's not put too much thought. Let's just act. Ah, I see. That makes sense. What was really stupid this time? People yelling in all caps? Something like that. Well, I guess I go back. It's okay to go back every now and then. H6, X-Clan. What is H6 about? That move seems to have no bearing on anything. All right, let's attempt some finaglement. Coaching message would have more in power if it were in all caps. That's probably true. Where the Dr. J-Law that helped Brody with his homework in UCLHS? I don't know about all that. Okay, my plan was here. I thought that one material. Oh, he unpinned his knight. That's why he did this. Yeah, it actually makes a little bit of sense. But this is winning material, so it doesn't make too much sense. A little bit. I was there. I'm too old, I forgot. Do I not know how pins work? No, I don't have that command. Sup, nerds. Oh, I wasn't. Okay. All right, this one's like a rook now, so it's pretty good. He didn't have to lose a whole rook, did he? Not that I'm complaining. Good game. Hello, Mayar. I can't even see the redeems anyway because of the way that I do streaming now. But yeah, it was already Busto here. But yeah, I mean, he should play here. And lose more slowly. Okay, so my play was pretty good. Good opening prep. Apparently rook a3 is the best move here. I didn't see that that was legal. Having seen that it's legal, I do like it. Bishop d2 is pretty natural. Still likes rook a3. Unusual opening move, but it makes sense. Yeah, queen queen b6 didn't really... I didn't really understand that. Not sure why I didn't think of a5. a5 b6 looks really annoying. So I have no idea why I didn't do that. Other than I didn't see it. And I was very contented with my position, so I wasn't looking to, like... You know, I didn't want to be too much better. Just enough. Yeah, every move's fine. It does want bishop g4 here. I thought bishop g4... bishop... Okay, I didn't really calculate it thoroughly enough. But I thought, like, here was some kind of problem. But I can just take this. And I'm on his queen. Although it says even better is just rook a7. I guess that makes sense. If he takes the queen, I take his queen, and his rook's hanging, and his knight's hit. Okay, I mean, this is a little complicated, so this would require some accurate calculation, but... For example, it's giving this... And now it says the best move is queen a1. That's not a particularly easy move to find. Can I just take this and be better? Yeah, okay, this is fine too, so it doesn't matter. That's still +5. Right, so instead I escaped the fork. Bishop g4 now is good. Okay, so it actually wants to just trade everything, which I didn't really consider because it seems like he's in such a bind here. But it says take, and then take this. And he sort of needs to take with the queen. I guess you don't want to allow rook a8 check. If you take with the knight, like rook a8 check, and then rook queen a8 check, and then maybe queen c6. Is too annoying. Okay, it actually says both moves are just fine. But yeah, okay, I mean this pawn's strong enough to win the game. That's why it wants to trade everything. How's it go in L attack? Hello, A2 Hegemon. Rook a8's fine, though. Yeah, so I think here... I think his whole purpose with this was he was, like, hoping I would play f4, which I was very tempted to. And it might even be fine, but then I have to, like, think about all this potential counterplay. h6 was a perplexing move. I kind of thought it was... he wanted to induce f4. It does worsen my position quite a bit. Again, the computer just wants to trade. It wants to play queen a6, which I didn't see was legal. It also likes knight b1. Threatening this again, which happened in the game. I just did it a different way. And then, yeah, he missed my threat. But he did unpin his knight, so... I got to 2196 yesterday, that's true. How's it going, Michael? Yeah, and then this is just... yeah. That's too much. He miscalculated there or something. Just down a rook. Okay. That's a good start. Do I think humans will exist in 2196? Almost certainly, yeah. It would be very strange if there were no humans in 2196. The only way that could happen is if, like, an asteroid or a strangelet or some other cosmic phenomenon just completely destroyed the Earth. Why is this 2200 playing a crap opening? Oh well. Well, I am out of books, so I guess he's got me there. Now I will be playing e4, my favorite move. That wasn't the correct England theory. Knight f3 instead of ed. Yeah, I like it. Makes sense. I want to play f4. How insane is f4? It doesn't seem like it's that insane. But it might just like lose. It might just like lose immediately. Sometimes you gotta risk it to get the biscuit, though. I mean, I am up a pawn. I guess I don't have to. I don't have to do anything risky. But... I think I'm just gonna do it. It looks good. It can't be that bad. Wait, maybe... 1 second. Alright, maybe it is bad. Maybe. Cherish the thought. I guess I'll just like develop my pieces. Probably not the worst way to play. Well, now I'm more tempted. Now there's no Queen H4. I don't know. This feels kind of meek, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really want him getting here though. My pawn was hanging. Well, That happens. That'll happen from time to time. Hmm. I guess I go here. Yeah. He had some funny business. He had some, like, knight takes, bishop g3, knight g3. There was some funny stuff going on. At least one of those moves probably worked. How am I doing? I can still drink a little more. Developing bishop before knight unprincipled. That's like the weakest principle in chess. I think that, like, of all the chess principles, that one's true less often than any other. Alright, let's go here just to make all my minor pieces pretty. Seems like a good enough reason to do anything. I guess I probably should just castle. I wanted to castle long, but I don't think I'm gonna have the time to pull that off. It's not still theory as far as I know. What do you mean, DK? You won a game? I couldn't even tell you how I do it. Like, I don't know which way I did it. I guess I put it on H1. I don't know if I do it the same way every time or I just like randomly pick a square. If you go to H1, you're less likely to mouse slip King F1. You didn't win? You lost? Dang. Man, that's a tough tournament. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You've lost 40 FIDE? Yeah, that's tough. Probably this pawn's perfectly free. Nothing bad would ever befall me if I took it. I think most likely that's true. Let's go here. Yeah, at this point, that's the best mode to be in, I would say. Ten Knight C3? I saw that was legal, but I didn't see why I'd want to do it. I mean, I think he can go here. So I don't think that you're really winning anything. But I'm not sure. Back it on up. Fair. I guess it's time to just trade a bunch of stuff, because it's too much stuff. Although this could be a good move. I think that just works. Hopefully. He might have some trick. It's always possible that I'm just, like, missing some calculation thing. Always possible. I'm tempted to believe I'm winning a piece, though. Think I can do that? Well, I mean, I think after Queen F3, Queen E5 was a little irritating because I don't have Knight F3 anymore. I didn't like that. But I think this is also just kind of forcing the issue because... I mean, I don't think he wants to let me take here, but maybe he does. Do do do. Yeah, I thought I was fine here. Maybe I take this. Could even just take the pawn, maybe? I think I can just take the pawn. I think that's fine. Should be very comfortable to defend the G file here. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, 15-10. How's it going, Kingpin? Okay, now he's letting me get there with tempo. So I like that. All right, let's go ahead and shore some things up. Is fine. Defend that, I guess. We'll just be extra cautious. I mean, okay, I wanted to move that anyway. Always repeat. Things at night. Mm-hmm. Yay, we're trading pieces. The only thing I ever wanted. Trade a few pieces here and there. All right, if no one has any objections, I'm going to start getting in there. if no one has any objections. Let's just mate. You getting mated? We do a little checkmating? Maybe it's not mate. Something though. Worse than mate. My rook's defended, bro. Rook is defended. Good, bro. Finally, jeez. Come on, man, resign. Like, I would never resign in his shoes, but why couldn't he resign and just, like, let me chill, you know? And that's a pretty good game. Hello, Macron, Neon Red Gorilla, Malcolm Tucker. Basically, I played great. I was just, you know, I had no time the entire time. But basically, from this point in the game on, I made no mistakes. It just took forever to win. Thank you, drugs are bad, MK. Was bishop f5 good there instead of knight take? Probably you mean somewhere near the end of the game. Let's see. Probably you mean here. No, because that hangs the rook. I did look at that. For a brief moment, I was like, wait, that's checkmate, but that hangs the rook. Otherwise, it would be good. Actually, it could be the case that rook b1's the best move, because then this is just mate on the spot if I'm allowed to play it. So now he has to, like, you know, not let me play it. It says it's mate in 13. The best move is rook d7. That's not too hard to believe. Threatening mate here. But it says bishop e5, bishop f5, exclaim. Threatening double checkmate. And now he can only, you know, give spite checks. And then it'll be double checkmate. So that would have been the classy way to finish. How's it going, Cotty? 1 billion is a big number, but that's how many streams in a row I've been trying to get to 2200. Yeah, we can look at the opening, because he played a stupid opening intentionally, and then he bamboozled me into playing worse than I should have. So apparently I'm supposed to play knight f3. And obviously this would just be preposterous for black, is the point. Makes a lot of sense. So instead I played worse. Oh wait, this isn't what happened. But white's just still up a pawn for not much. Black has a slight lead in development. But it actually doesn't like e4. It wants to play knight c3 for reasons. Bishop d3 was correct, much to Vindictive's chagrin. Vindictive, what do you want to do about this pawn, buddy? You gotta, I mean, you know, sometimes you gotta break the principles. How are we defending this? Because this is a temporary measure. So yeah, I thought bishop d3 made all the sense in the world. Oh, this one you were fine with. If you want triple checkmate, you got to play Chinese chess. You got to play Zhangji. You can have a triple check in Zhangji, but you cannot in chess. And if that's breaking your brain, I'll explain the reason. So in Chinese chess, and probably in other, you know, variants of chess that I'm not privy to, there's a piece that it basically moves like a rook, except for that it has to jump over a piece in order to capture, I think is the rule. I think it can move like a rook normally, but it can only capture if it jumps over a piece, like a rook. The POW, that might be right. Yeah, it's the cannon. I don't know what it's called in Chinese. Let's see this awesome game. I never claimed this game was awesome. Basically, this game was me winning the entire time, but having having like 30 seconds on my clock. You're Chinese, I trust you. There's like a 20% chance that you're telling the truth. I'm not basing that on anything I know about you. It's just 20% of people are Chinese, so. Oh, Vindictive wrote that it was awesome. I mean, it was just me playing well, I think. It wasn't, but like, I was just up a piece like the whole time. It's game time? Okay, you didn't like this bishop move. That's also not the computer's first choice. But I actually thought knight here was annoying in some lines that I was looking at. So I wanted to prevent it. And I didn't want to bring my knight out because I thought the pin was annoying. Also, this is where I was thinking about f4. And sometimes when I'm thinking of playing insane, and then when I decide not to play insane, I play kind of a meh move instead of just like a good move. f4 is not bad, but not good. What I didn't like was queen check, king f1, and then just taking this. Although the computer says black shouldn't play this way. Obviously, it's pretty double-edged. After f4, the computer just says knight f6, which is funny because like the reason I wanted to play f4 was to prevent f6 because of this fork, but obviously with the queen here, that doesn't actually accomplish anything. Anyway, f4 was a fit of madness. Let's play a blitz game? Yeah, I mean, we can if you want. If CL loses, do I go to null? No. So yeah, basically I wanted to bring my knight out, but I didn't want to get pinned. And I didn't want his knight to get here, so I thought bishop e3 was a good move. Yeah, and I kind of knew this was like a turd of a move, but I really didn't like the look of knight g4 or bishop g4 if my knight comes out. The computer just doesn't care. The computer's like, fine, take my bishop, whatever. And then the computer, you know, does whatever computers do. So h3, a bit of a turd of a move. He took that, which I didn't notice was hanging. Yeah, and I actually had to tread very carefully here, I thought. Because, like, he's already kind of... There's already some spooky stuff going on here. Like, I thought maybe the most desirable looking move was knight d2, but then I thought knight g3 or something was annoying. Okay, I'm a genius, because knight g3 is almost winning for black, -2. Because, yeah, I mean, like, the rook is hit. You can't really take because you're getting murdered over here. So, yeah. I mean, it says you have to take. And then it actually... Yeah, I mean, both of these moves are good, it says. But... Yeah. Obviously, something has gone wrong for white. So that was the purpose of knight e2, was to watch out on g3. And... if knight takes f2 were ever a thing, now I can actually take with my bishop. Like, I thought I thought also in this position, if I make like some stupid move, that maybe this is something. I couldn't figure it out. Or I have to take with the king, and then I get attacked for the rest of the game. So, anyway. Then I really just wanted to trade off pieces to alleviate this pressure. Castles is correct. Again to Vindictive Chagrin. What did Vindictive want? He wanted knight here, but again, knight g3. Yeah, knight g3 is -1 here. It's not as good as it was. I guess because white can bail out with this, and now black has to take back, but it still says black's doing well. We got a little problem here. I mean, it turns out knight takes f2 didn't work back in that position I was talking about, but I mean, I still think this is a good move. I mean, I'm looking at the computer, so I know it's a good move, but like, I think the explanation holds. Like, black has some tactical tricks relating to the f2 pawn and the g2 square and the g3 square, and this, just this pawn is overworked, and you get it. And there's like a almost pin, so knight e2 just like solves all that, and then I don't have to worry. Okay, so castles was good, and then he promptly blundered with knight b4. And knight d4 is the way to punish. It's funny, this is one of those games where, like, I would like to say that you don't see this much at, like, my level and up, but that you see it at lower levels more, where both sides, like here, both sides got their pieces out and they castled. And then the first move after that, then, like, immediately blunder here, and then the game is just lost. It's like +5 already. You did see me on Twitch yesterday, Andrei Nikolenko. And in fact, I'm on Twitch right now, but also on YouTube, where you're watching. So yeah. So this is bad because of knight d4. He gave away that square. Now I can tempo the bishop. And as we saw in the game, he can't actually play bishop g6, which I was not aware of at the time when I played knight d4. I didn't actually see this queen g4 thing until it was on the board. So I guess that was lucky. So he's actually supposed to play g6. And then, I mean, this still seems sort of double-edged, because, black can use the g-file to his advantage. There's still a little bit of awkwardness here. So the computer likes white, but it doesn't seem so clear to me. The computer wants to take this. Oh, okay, because the computer likes winning pawns. That's the point. Similar to the game. And white has the bishop here. White's up a pawn. Really, white just has to fade counterplay on the g-file, and white should be, winning in the long term. Okay, instead he blundered, and I won a piece. So in Quandra, this is the part of the game where I was up a piece. Like, okay, this is move 12, and I'm winning a piece. And then the game lasted 52 moves, and I was just ahead a piece the whole time. Okay, so he threw that in. The computer actually doesn't care between queen g5 and queen f3. I was slightly concerned with queen f3 that queen e5 would be irritating, because now I basically have to meet that with g3. I really wanted to... I had been looking at that idea earlier in the game, and I wanted to meet it with knight f3, and now I can't. So I kind of think from a practical standpoint this is better anyway, because it kind of forces some trades and eliminates, black's potential counterplay, assuming there is any. So we traded, and then I'm also very happy, I think, that after f6 I found bishop takes f6, Although, again, the computer just doesn't care. The computer says taking this and taking this are both basically exactly the same in terms of eval. But I like bishop f6 because it's more demoralizing. So now if he takes my bishop, I take the rook. I'm still on the bishop. So he basically has to take on f6, and then I take here. And again, I mean, now I just have to fade pressure on the g-file. But I kind of notice, like, my bishop's going to be nice and at home on f3. You would take g6 because you like going fast, but I want a pawn. See, I took his pawn. And then, like, if I take this and he takes this, he's, you know, I don't know. He's gonna, like, start pawn breaking and stuff. Although the computer points out this, which I guess wins more pawns and stuff. Although maybe it doesn't win pawns, because the computer is, again, pointing out stuff. I did see that trick in the game, and I thought it just never really did much. But I mean, here at least it's... Although, I mean, this bishop's defending, so... Okay. Anyway, none of that happened. I took f6 because it was meaner. Again, knight e6 is good, but... There's nothing really too significant around this phase of the game, I don't think. It doesn't love... I mean, c3 is a bit of a overly passive defensive move, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Like, it wants to go knight f5, but I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to commit my knight there, since I thought the bishop was going to be on f3, then the knight's undefended. But, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I don't think there's really too much. Unpinned, because he was threatening this. My knight went to f5 anyway. Yeah, and I mean, I was sort of aware of this, but I was like, well, there's no good discovery. My original intention was knight c4, which is what the computer says. Because I wanted to try to get this later. And I mean, I guess also the knight coming here would be pretty solid, too. But then I was like, well, my rook's not doing anything. Let's get the rook, you know, into the game. And then I always wanted my bishop on f3. This knight was a real pest. That was the one sort of annoying thing that I allowed him to do. I guess that's another point of knight c4, is you don't let him play c4. Although, okay, that's not really true, because you're possibly just encouraging him. Knight c4 defends the pawn. That's the main point. Instead, I threatened his pawn. So if he took... My intention was rook d1, but rook b1... Or, sorry, rook d2. But rook b1's actually much better, the computer points out. Obviously, he's going to get in... You know... He's going to have to be careful there. I was going to go here, which is also fine. But he just went back. I saved my pawn. I actually didn't notice that this pawn was hanging for a lot of the game. So, like, I could take it now. The computer finally wants to just take it. But I kept playing cautiously. I was like, let's just get everything perfect. And then now I finally felt safe enough to take the pawn. He's not ever really going to get counterplay on the h-file. And we moved around and around. It likes taking this, opening up another line of attack, although he did a pretty good job of not letting my rook infiltrate. Like king c7, and then I really liked his next move. I needed to go here because of tricks, I thought. And I really liked his next move, a6, although it's not the computer's... well, the computer actually likes it once you play it. But, like, I really wanted to go here and start infiltrating with my rooks, and he didn't let me. That was a nice move, I thought. I probably should take on d3, I guess. But I don't know, it felt like that kind of, like... his knight's annoying, but I can work around it. I guess I was worried, like... I mean, if he takes with the rook, he's already threatening this. If he takes with the pawn, then I have to, like... I don't really see how that pawn's ever going to promote, but... Also, I had 30 seconds on my clock, so I kind of didn't want to make any, like, rash decisions. I didn't want to change the position unless I knew it was going to be for the better. All right, and we repeat it a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't like that so much. But I mean, whatever. My plan was here, here. I guess I can't take this because of rook f8. That's what I missed. That looks true. Okay, so that just dropped a pawn, but not really changing the outcome of the game. Yeah, I guess I could manage. But I'm a perfectionist. Then I realized I could attack the pawn this way. He played f5, which made all the sense in the world. It says knight check is good, which I guess if I had more time on my clock, I would have probably analyzed. It does look kind of difficult for black. Like, I don't know where black should put his king, because I can come here, my rook can start coming in. He doesn't want to get on the line with the bishop. Alright, I just saved my knight and fought the break of dawn. Yeah, I can just take the pawn. If he takes here, then some kind of rook c1 is going to be too good. Now it wants rook b6, which I didn't see was legal. I just got out of this pin. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of cute. Like, you can do that because if he takes here, you have this fork. Obviously, I didn't see any of that. Man, the computer's mean. I don't know why this works, but it wants to play knight e6. Thoughts on counterplay effort? I mean, I think black played well. Like, he made me work to win the game. It wants to play... I mean, now it says rook b6 is the best move, which is a little more sane. But it says this is plus 12. Because of tricks, I suppose. Yeah, it's giving plus 36, so I guess that's good. I guess he's just going to get mated. Similar to the game. Now it says rook d1 and you're just getting mated. Okay, that's a lot to figure out to sack a piece. Okay, but I forced some trades, which... And now it seems like it's going to be impossible for him to keep my pieces out. So... it says he should play rook b8. I was thinking that maybe he would play rook b8. And I was actually thinking of the game yesterday where Mquander was like, dude, just trade the rooks. So if he had played rook b8, I was just going to take and then go rook b1 and just trade the rooks. I figured I can win up 3 pawns. Yeah, so instead here, now it's mate in 9, kicking off with, yeah. Doesn't seem like you really have to be very accurate here. You just start doing stuff to him, and then you win. And then I found this little way to just end the game on the spot and just trade all the pieces. So. I know it's not the same, but I still thought about it. I'm allowed to think of things that are not the same. Alright, that was a pretty good game. a long analysis of a position where I'm just up a piece the whole time. Okay, let's take a short break, and then we'll keep pushing for 2200. So what am I now? 2180 something? 2186. So good progress so far. Let's see. Who should we watch? Nobody that I follow is really playing, so we'll just watch Lichess TV. So Twitch folks, you're gonna get a short ad, but I'll be back in like 2 minutes. All right. So we will resume in 15 seconds since the ad is still running. Don't want anybody to miss anything. But we can get set up here. Now, if Josh is still here, did he actually want to play Blitz? Because I'll play you a game. See you, Night Night. But I don't know if Josh was serious or not. Well, hopefully you didn't get an ad, because you're subbed. You're serious? But you're not Josh. Alright, well, I'm hearing no objection from Josh, so I'm gonna go ahead and click the button. Do. Wait. Do you want to play Blitz? Is that true? But you're not a VIP, Kingpin. You never played with me? Josh asked first. I'll play viewers some other day. But Josh asked first. Match me Cesar. What? I'm not Cesar. That's a different person. So confused. Alright, he challenged him. Oh, rated, man. Alright, good luck, Josh. I gotta, like, focus. Got no time. He's pinning me. I'm doing good on the clock. Good position. Don't attack me. After all I've done for you. Footage not found. Hello, Mr. Warlock. He's a man who likes to risk it. Probably bishop takes b5 is fine. I don't know. I guess c4 makes the most sense. What if we tickle him there? What's he gonna do about it? Probably something. I don't know what, so. Give him a little tickle. Sometimes you gotta tickle the homies. Always sacrifice the exchange. But I don't want it. Take this. getting tougher. Getting a bit tougher. That may not have been the right move. It's looking pretty good. Oh, he tricked me. Oh, that was a good trick. All right. Dang, what a trick. Dang, he stopped mate. Yay, I'm not gonna lose. Or I'm not gonna, you know, whatever. I don't checkmate. How do you do that in chess? Good game. No, I'll never stalemate. Do you want me to look at the game and opine, or do you want to just let it breathe and let it exist? Because I have thoughts about the opening, but you might not want them. I don't know. Yeah, Josh is pretty great. That's true. I agree with that. All right, I'll give thoughts on the opening until you tell me to stop, or until I run out of thoughts. So, the opening that you played is sort of known to be a suboptimal opening. Because basically, when white takes here, at some point white's gonna play e4, and he's just gonna have a good center, and there's not really like anything for black to compensate for that. It's actually better to not play e4 right away and to play knight f3 first. Although if you ask Stephen Willie apparently plays this with black over the board, so it's not like it loses, but you know, it's not. You won't see GMs playing it because like the computer already says +1. Yeah, it's a suboptimal opening. It's not like terrible, but it's, you know, suboptimal. I've been playing for, do some quick math, 8.5 years, something like that. Apparently there was one moment where I made like some tactical blunder. And you weren't winning, but you could have had a really good position. So let's go to that point. Apparently here, this isn't so good. I should play something else. It says the best move is h3. So your idea to pin the knight was good. I didn't really think about it. Well, it doesn't look... I'm just looking at the graph. It doesn't look like whatever happened was like a winning tactic. It was just like a... White was better, and then you had a chance to be better. And actually it says here it's basically equal. Which is somewhat hard for me to believe. It says black equalizes by taking this. Oh, it's because this pawn... Which I sort of neglected in the game. So white can be down a pawn, but have the bishop pair and a big lead in development. This knight almost doesn't count as developed because it doesn't really have anywhere to go. But the computer just says equal. I mean, black does have a pawn, so... Yeah, so I defended my pawn once I realized I hung it. And... I think probably you should... I mean, the computer says your move's best, so I guess I won't complain. I'd be thinking to get this bishop somewhere in castle, but I guess there's not really a super great looking square for this bishop. And this knight is always going to go here, so... Yeah, here taking doesn't really net you anything. But I can kind of understand, like, you want to keep the tempo. Nothing wrong with taking, really. Okay, so we're coming up on the moment. So first off, the computer finds a nice move here. Let's hide things so that people don't peek. So the computer points out that you can play knight e5, which I definitely did not see. Exploiting this pin. So white actually does not have the bishop pair here, which is sort of nice for black. That's a difficult move to even consider. So instead, you played here, which makes a lot of sense. Getting ready to castle. And then this is where I blundered with e5, and it says you're actually better now. I think I know the move, and I was thinking about it during the game, but I probably underestimated it. Yeah, I definitely know that. Well, okay. I shouldn't say definitely. So who in the chat can figure it out? What should black play? In the game, I think he played queen c7? No, knight d5. Oh, you spoiled it? I didn't see where you spoiled it, but... Nobody in chat wants to guess? Oh, I guess it's the same thing. I was thinking c5, which is what... See what topic... I don't know if that's how you say your name. I was thinking c5, but I guess also just taking this. It's like the same tactic. I thought c5 is what black should try to play for in the game, to break up the center. But I guess this does just look like the same thing. So it probably is that. Let's see. Yeah, it's this. I guess the problem with c5 is just queen takes b7? I don't know. c5 looks good. What's wrong with that? Queen g3. Okay. Or just ignore it. Okay, this would have been unfortunate for me. Your move looks very normal. And now white's just a little bit better. Yeah, I was hoping you would take this so that I could, you know, start doing stuff. But it says you can just castle and it's fine. You took there. I didn't care for this move, but okay, well this is still in the air. But your knight's sort of offsides over here. It's not really clear what it's gonna do. So the computer says G6, which is just getting... I was thinking about Queen G4 or Queen G3 at this point. Or just castle, or play this tactic. Yeah, and long castling was just too risky. I got too much going on over there. I am glad that... Okay, so the two moves I was really considering were C4 and Bishop E4. Those are the two best moves, so that's comforting. I didn't even notice this was hanging at this point. But yeah. Trying to go back to D5. Oh, with the knight? Okay, wait. I see. You wanted to get that knight. Okay, yeah, I mean, that makes... Yeah. There's... I'm not... I mean, the computer says it's not really working here, but... there's a maneuver that happens sometimes where they play knight f8, knight g6, and then castle. Then your king's, like, super safe. Okay, anyway... The game is basically over here. Well, okay, it's not over, because I'm not up material. But white just has a winning attack. The computer actually plays king d7, which defends the pawn. I like your move, rook d5. I saw that king d7 defends the pawn, but I just thought, like, c4 is just gonna be completely killer now, because now you can't take, because this is, you know... So I like your move. You played better than the engine, in my opinion. Because it's probably not even that good for white if white takes this. I mean, I guess it's probably pretty good. Okay, it's +4, but... It's +6 to just take this pawn, and now this is hanging again. And once that fell, then everything kind of falls apart, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to play king d7. That looks like a very ugly move. I'm going to stand by my conclusion that you're stronger than the engine for playing rook d5. Okay, and then I don't think we need to look at the rest of the game. But, I mean, we can if you want to. But yeah, once the material started falling... Yeah, now it's just sort of a matter of technique. I was trying to figure out some cute mate, but it's never quite working. So I was like, alright, I'll just defend, and he'll probably run out of time. I'll just make nothing moves. But then you did trick me. What was that trick you did? Oh yeah, you like... Yeah, like you went here, and I had like pre-moved that. That was a good trick. I don't know if that was intentional or not, or if it was just like a time travel move, but that was funny. And then the perfect technique. These are all the quickest moves to mate. Everything perfect. No notes. No, but it was a tactical hanging. Yeah, but we didn't make anything. We didn't say anything about the contrapositive, which I think is the correct word. Contrapositive. That's probably the right word. So yeah, Akarsh and anyone else who may or may not want to challenge me, Josh gets special privileges. So I I play Josh because he very occasionally wants to play chess. But I'm mostly playing in the pool today, but maybe I'll play viewers like tomorrow or something. Okay, so this is kind of like new prep for me. I don't really know what I'm doing. So that's always fun, right? How bad could it be? Well, I am... So basically, I am doing better, but I'm not necessarily healthier, if that makes sense. Like, basically, I'm taking medicine that is very good for controlling symptoms and, like, making you feel better, but it doesn't actually, like, improve your health. And actually, you can't stay on them for very long, because then they start, like, messing you up in other ways. But I'll take it. I'm glad to be feeling better, at least. But I'll be starting some new medicine soon, which will, like, actually treat the disease and not just the symptoms. That's good. Probably here, I guess. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing. Just making stuff up. Well, because I'm playing a different way against these close Sicilian Grand Prix setups, because I don't like the positions I get, so I'm trying something new. Sometimes you gotta try new stuff. See how it goes. Can I just play d5? Is there any reason I shouldn't do that? The dream of every Sicilian player. I don't know why I shouldn't do it, so I guess I will do it. How's it going, McJurgle? Check out McJurgle playing No Game. Well, I don't know, Vindictive. To be honest, I play e6 to avoid the Grand Prix is the idea that I'm rolling with these days. So then when they don't do the... Then I don't know. I don't really have prep for this. Alright, now he's doing Grand Prix stuff again, so... I'm not sure why I shouldn't play this, so I'm probably going to play it. It seems pretty good in a Grand Prix kind of thing if I can play d4 and not have to contend with knight e4. Seems like a good deal. Do 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 do. You hurt your eye playing soccer. Dang. That doesn't sound fun. Did you get like a fleck of grass in it? Or was it something, you know, more serious? Although that can be serious. You'll be really intimidating at the Scrabble board, though, if your eye is, like, inflamed, or if you're wearing an eye patch. Ah, you pitied the vertically challenged. How could you, like, I honestly mean this. I'm pretty sure you not jumping would still win a header over a 5-3 dude. Like, you would have to actively, like, dive out of the way to let him have it. He headed it right into your eye. Oh, I see. Alright, this feels like the kind of position I should be quite pleased with. Quite pleased indeed. Probably here, I guess. Literally moved away, yeah. I sort of just want to do nothing. It's a good nothing. What's a nothing burger of a move? I guess just B6 looks fine. I was also considering B5. The Rito song is pretty good. You didn't like D4? D4 felt so good. I got space, I attacked a knight. What could be sweeter than all that? Okay, so it's good to know that he is castling over here. I was a little worried, like, he might just start, you know, doing all this stuff. Alright, but my position feels very, very easy to play. I did win Connect 4, that's true. Although I don't know if it counts if one of your pawns is still in the starting square. Wow, you're really tempting me, Mr. Man. Really tempting me over there. I think I'm just gonna go here and just be chill. Just be chill. It could be true, Wolf. Are you at a restaurant at 2 a.m.? I want to go to. Alright, so peace is apparently not an option. He's not interested in such things. Let's just go for it. I can't really see a future where I'm castling Kingside, so... I agree, it does look fun. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I hope it's him. Yeah, I won Connect 4 first. How's it going, Chelato? Oh yeah, Rosen score. We both got one this game. Rosen trophy. What do you mean if? Have you no faith? Alright, that's fine. Not worried about that. Alright, I guess I'll, like, defend it. Defending looks good. Probably here. That does look like the hip square to be on. Looks like a great square to find yourself on if you're a knight. What am I trying to do? There we go. Hopefully that made a lot of noise for you guys. He backs it on up. Perhaps two can play at that game. Okay. See you, McJurgle. Have a good one, man. Well, probably we should take that. This is one of my favorite songs on Celeste, which is like really saying something. Ugh. This song is meh. You crazy. Probably we can pre-move that, should he decide to do it. I don't know if he will, but he could. Oh. Wait a minute. I guess that is a funny line, where everything gets traded. And I kind of thought, like, he wouldn't want my knight getting all up in there. Maybe he does want that. No, I mean I was gonna take with the knight anyway. I really have no idea what to make of the position. Quite interesting. Do you use Chessify? No. I don't even know what Chessify is. What do I do? I guess I play knight a5. Because every other move seems like it loses a piece. So we'll pretend like I saw the whole thing. And we'll play knight a5. King b7 loses in horrendous fashion to e5 check. Yeah, it's really not good from there. Aren't you Eric's mod? If you're talking about Rosen, yeah, I'm a mod in Eric's channel. Among many others. As long as the Arbiter doesn't follow you to the bathroom with a cup, Chessify's the best. You inject it. You take it like Ritalin. I believe you guys. Everything you're saying makes a lot of sense to me. Eric uses Chessify? Okay. That doesn't mean that, like, I have to use it. Okay, I'm not super sure about the ramifications of this move, but I really don't want him to ever play e5, so I'm doing this. And damn the consequences. I did use your... Wait, how? Oh yeah, Josh is Eric's mod also. Sorry, I forgot that I was supposed to do that. It is a sign of stature. And respect in the chess community. Yeah, I still have no idea what I should like be doing with my life. simply do not know. I think my king needs to be over here somewhere. Maybe it needs to be on B8. I can almost unpassant, yeah. I don't have a streaming schedule. I have no idea what Eric's streaming schedule is. I kind of get the impression he doesn't really have one either. No, yeah, it was a Freudian slip, Michael. Yeah, I've seen him stream on Tuesdays a lot. Other than that, it seems sort of just whenever he has time. He's a, you know, he's a busy guy. But yeah, in general, when someone's a mod on like some random Twitch, okay, not random, but like, you know, some like chess Twitch channel. Like I've met Eric Rosen once in real life. I don't really know him. Like I can't tell you details about his life. He just like knows who I am on Twitch, so he made me a mod. That's pretty much the extent of it. But I did meet him in Vegas. That was cool. I don't think I ever played any game against him. I'm trying to remember if I ever played like Bug House against him or something. Am I just forgetting? I don't remember playing. I feel like I would remember. Yeah, I don't think I played any games against Eric. I spectated a couple of his games. No. I mean, when I was hanging out with him in Vegas, you know, as I do. I've had a few like decent games with him on stream. But yeah, I mean OTB. Yeah, I shouldn't have allowed him to do this. That was pretty poor of me. Pretty poor, I must say. No checks. You can never check me. I don't recall playing Josh OTB either. If we did, it probably would have been 2 years ago, not last year. Because 2 years ago, we did play some chess, like, in the hotel lobby. Like, I remember playing Caleb and my friend who lives in New Orleans that came and hung out with us. But I don't remember playing Josh. I don't think any chess was played last year except for me playing the Hustler on Bourbon Street. This is 15 plus 10. That sounds like me. That's my general MO. Alright, the knight looks too good here to not put it here. Restart in 8 minutes. That's true. You got paired with RPM? I didn't know that. But I also don't really know RPM. I'm aware of the name. No. You cannot put your knight there. I will not allow it. Alright, I didn't really want my queen babysitting this pawn anyway. It is getting scary, though. I'll admit to some mild fear. Oh, he did something. Somebody told me that. Looking very dicey indeed. But not so clear how white should make progress. Not to me anyway. Maybe it's clear to him. That old thing? Can I take this? Like, what's the problem? Oh, my thing. That's the problem. Okay, that's fair. Fair trade. You want to trade? Come on, man. I thought we were having fun here. Trading seems lame. I don't really have time to actually evaluate anything, but trading seems like what a lame person would do. God, this guy wants to trade so bad. Why can't we just have fun? Somebody will win, somebody will lose, somebody will cry. What's wrong with that? I think it's all over but the crying now. The crying that I alluded to a moment ago. Sweet. Alright, that was a very dicey game. I flagged him. Did you guys notice that? I flagged, like, somebody flagged in the game that I was playing in and it wasn't me. Well, he obviously didn't know what to do because he kept offering a queen trade. It's kind of crazy that, like, at no point was it, like, neither side had an overwhelming advantage at any point in the game, except for right here, where he hung, you know, basically checkmate. Never in doubt, yeah. Barbecue chicken the cook. Wait, what? I had more stamina, that's what it was. Yeah, so that was an interesting game. What's the puzzle? I have no idea. It's not like a full chessboard, so you can't really like it's not, you know what I mean? It's only like 75% of the board. Good night, Josh. Have a good one, man. Take care. Okay. So, yeah, I don't really, like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing in the opening after G3, which I guess I need to probably figure out because I'll probably face it a lot. G6 vindictive style is what the cool kids like to play. Knight F6 is fine. This isn't a super ambitious setup for white, so it's probably not too critical for black to play any certain way. D5 is good. Wolf did not like D4. D4 is fine, but other moves are also fine. It says Bishop E7, taking, and D4 all give black a small edge. I like space, and I very rarely get space when I have black, so, you know, when I do, it just feels like such a treat. Here the computer actually does like B5, which was something I was thinking about in the game. Like when I played B6, I was also thinking about B5. But the computer just wants B5 like right now. I was a little nervous that like A4 is going to hit at some point, or he's going to play C3. And if he plays C3, I might want to take, and then I might prefer this pawn structure. So I didn't want to commit to B5. Yeah, again, it likes B5. I played B6. Yeah, I wanted to wait and see, is he going to castle, or is he going to try to just, like, come get me? It ended up being both. Yeah, and it's basically just equal. Yeah, knight E5 is always the idea against E5, I think. H3 is good. Queen C6. We're actually following a master game still, if you can believe it. And white in the master game played G4 also. And now we break from the game. So in the one game in the database, black played H5, which was certainly a move I considered. But I just didn't really see what I was getting after G5. It doesn't seem like I'm ever going to break through on the king side now. My knight has to go to kind of a weird square. So in the game, I was often thinking about how can I ever get h5 in without him responding to g5. So I just castled, which is fine. The computer still likes b5, by the way. And yeah, I didn't think f5 was a good break for him because, I mean, I can use this square for my knight, which happened in the game. Bishop d6 is the right move. Just, you know, controlling these dark squares, which have been really, really badly weakened. Can't really exploit the dark squares yet, but I mean, his idea is to play bishop f4, so bishop d6 just stops that. Yeah, I don't think f5 is right, for sure. The computer wants him to just be calm. a3, bishop d2, queen e1. No, I didn't see that. Is that true, Gelato? I just need one more win, maybe. Yeah, and this pawn like looks like it will be weak when he trades here, but it's really not that big of a problem. And he played knight g5, which I thought might actually be a mistake. Because after I defend the pawn, I was like, oh boy, I might be able to play h5, and he can't play g5 because his knight's there. So he kind of has to go backwards, which is what happened. He played bishop f4. It doesn't like blocking with the knight. It wants to just take it. Oh, okay, I think I see the computer's plan. So the computer wants to take, and then it plays knight d8, which is sort of a funny move, but that defends the pawn, and I think the computer is going to want to push, kick him out, and then get the knight to f4. That looks pretty convincing. Something like that. Seems like a reasonable plan. Well, if I get someone like really high rated and I win, I might could get there in one game. Maybe. Yeah, and he needed to get this counterplay going sooner in the game than he did. It wants to play c3 immediately, or a4. Okay, I just defended. Ready to replenish the knight, which is what happened. c3 now is good, for sure. Taking seems like it's correct. It also likes knight c6. Ah, now g5. I was trying to make something like g5 work in the game. And by something like g5, I mean exactly g5. Why is g5? Ah, okay, that's cool. So remember like 2 minutes ago when I was saying black wants to play h5 and not have white respond with g5? That's why the computer wants to play g5. And it says the best continuation is white should take the free pawn and then black should play h5. Why didn't I think about that? That's so simple. And now it says white actually only has one move here to survive. Otherwise white is like basically, I mean not dead, but black has a huge advantage unless white plays one move and one move only. Yeah, replenish is a good word. Bishop f6 is incorrect, but I'm not going to pretend to know why. Probably you're just getting in trouble somehow, like, I don't know. I guess I would move my rook. Maybe I'd play like rook h6 or something. But it's not bishop f6. Would you care to guess again? This is very critical. d4 counterplay is correct. And then the water is pretty murky, but the computer says black's better. So yeah, white really needs to get something going against black's king. Believable. So that's really cool. I wish I'd found that, because I was like, I was right at the precipice. Like, I had that thought of like, I wish I could play h5 and he can't play g5. And I saw that g5 was legal, but I was looking at g5 and I was like, do I have some kind of trick on this diagonal? But I couldn't find the trick because there isn't one. So this was kind of a weird move. I kind of didn't know what to do. g5 and knight g6 are the best moves apparently, or just get the rook over. But I was a little bit afraid of the counterplay. So I thought maybe this would kind of counteract it somewhat. Gotta get counterplay. He played d4, which is the best move. And I played knight c4, which is a mistake. And he has a big advantage if he plays e5. Which is really not too hard to believe. This is looking, yeah, not excellent. And then it plays a really funny move for white. This is a hard move to find, but it's, man, it's really makes a lot of sense. Should I quiz the class again? A lot of you guys don't like to respond to the quizzes. White has one move that's clearly best here. It's a funny move. That's my hint. It's funny and it's hard to even consider. Yeah, find the best move for white, Mquander. I think you'll like this. Assuming that I actually understand the points of the move. Queen a4 is a good idea, but not correct. I think the problem with Queen a4 is, I mean, in the game, Queen a4 was played in a slightly different position. And I can play Knight a5, and it's ugly, but I'm not, like, losing material. Yeah. I'm guessing white still has an advantage there, but it's not the best move. Well, your move's good, but it's not the best, Cormac. Try to get queen f3 for white. And only one knight move? I see two knight moves, but okay. Also, they're both wrong. Knight g3, it says, is the third best move. Queen d3 is correct. Good job, Mquander. It's a funny move to think about because it looks like normally this situation is good for the bishop, but it's actually terrible for the bishop here because how do you get out? Like, how are you ever getting out of this? Because this bishop is preventing you from defending your bishop ever. So it seems like this is just an eternal pin. I mean, you can try to do some bishop b5 stuff, but I don't think that's going to work. Like, a4 is going to, you know. So yeah, queen d3 is the best move. It gives +2. And then the next best is d5, which also makes a hell of a lot of sense. And it gives 1.3. The Cormac's move is, yeah, it's still very good for white. Well, okay. I guess we could say black is hanging on by a thread here. If not for knight f5, if not for knight a5, this would be +5 for white. With knight a5, it's only 0.3. But I mean, I think in practice, this position looks great for white. Looks difficult for black at this point. d5 does seem like the most normal move, I would agree. He played e5. I'm sorry, he played queen a4. Why did it play e5? What line were we looking at? I don't even know what line we're looking at now. queen d3. Okay. And d5 looks like a very normal move here. Okay, I'm sorry, I got mixed up. Okay, so instead he played queen a5, which at first looks like it just wins, or queen a4, and it looks like it is like winning a piece on the spot. But knight a5 does hang on by a thread here also. And he traded. I guess he just doesn't like the tension here. He has to devote these pieces. Well, I mean, I guess I'm threatening some sort of tactic. I mean, right now I'm just threatening the knight. So he saves the knight and fights the break of dawn. I did expect him to play e5 here, but he did not. And it says that gives white a tiny advantage. Now it's black with a tiny advantage, and e5 was right by me. So I actually understood the position somewhat. Don't let white play e5. And this looks like it's going to be a problem in some endgame, but it's really... A, how are we ever getting to an endgame? And B, like, you know, it's one pass pawn, my king's already right here. It's probably not a huge deal. It's not a huge fan of king b8. I mean, I wanted to do stuff with these pieces, but like queen a5 is always cropping up. So I was like, I want to at least defend my a7 pawn so my bishop can move. And now I was thinking maybe my bishop will somehow find a route into the game this way, although I don't know how. But yeah, I shouldn't have allowed... I definitely should not have allowed rook f7. That's a mistake. The computer doesn't even call it inaccurate, but I think it has... I think in practical terms, it has to be considered inaccurate. I should definitely play here, not let him do that. Happy New Year, Okinya. I was scared to play king b7 because then my bishop... But I guess my bishop's never going to be anywhere better than a6, so I guess it's fine. I was hesitant to like block the bishop like that. Okay, so this... I mean, he got a lot of pressure here, and I managed to defend, but it was, you know, a near thing. And this isn't so good. It wants to... Well, queen g6 is the top choice. I am curious if we're not worried about this. Now knight c4, threatening this. And it says he should just go back and defend. Yeah, because we're going to get knight d6, which happened in the game, to try to fight on f7. So it doesn't want to, like, move this rook. It wants to go back here, and then the knight belongs on d6 to blockade the pawn and put pressure here. Okay. Yeah, and it wants to do this trade. I saw this line, but I was like... I just sort of stopped at, like, he can take my pawn. But he should not take the pawn. I guess queen f6 is too strong. That looks pretty true. So that was bad calculation. I kind of curled up in a ball here. Funnily, if the computer prefers anybody, it's black, but it actually is just giving zeros. I'm too tired to go back and revisit that line in Quandar, sorry. Okay, it still wants to trade rooks. I was too chicken. I wanted to go here and get the knight here, as seen in that other line. I did not want to allow the knight to show up here. I'm actually kind of surprised that it's suggesting anything else. How's it going, Dr. Chess RX? I didn't let you stay ahead. I'm trying to catch up, but I keep getting in spots where I can't solve any of the words. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Is it Fokinya or Tokinya? I kind of can't tell. I think it's an F. It says always play bishop f1. Similar to that pin we saw earlier. But at least now king b7 exists. Instead, he played this, attacking a shiny. Wow. Okay, I guess... Alright. The computer says the best move is rook takes f7, which I did not see was legal. And the idea is just to give up the queen for 2 rooks if he does this. That I sort of believe, because these rooks are going to be pretty good on the f-file. And the knight's good. I mean, the pieces are all pretty good. It's giving 0.7 for black. But it seems like it'll be easier to play for black. It's an F. Okay, cool. Yeah, Foquinha, something like that. It must be Brazilian. Oh, well, it could be Portuguese. But I'm guessing Brazilian. But I'm not a Brazilian % sure. Although it's pretty early in Brazil right now. It's probably like 4 a.m. But maybe Portugal's right. Okay, so I didn't see that line where I can get both rooks for the queen. Okay, and we did some trading. I did wonder if maybe I should take with the rook. Because I thought after this he would go like, here and here, and then it looked kind of icky. But if I take with the rook, then he can get the back rank, and that looked scary too. Computer says they're about the same, white's a little better. It is Brazil, okay. And oh, 4:45, okay. I was thinking it was 2 hours ahead of me, but it's 3. Queen a4 again. And by not seeing the justification of hanging his rook, I played the best move. Trading the rooks. The bishop finally comes to a more... I don't know. I don't know where the bishop should be. The bishop's a weird piece. Wait, you mean his name isn't actually Vlind Likliv? Your name's not actually Cormac? Okay, and then this was the time scramble phase of the game, where we made random moves and somehow I won. So it says black's better. It's actually fine with just taking and playing the endgame, which was not my instinct, since he has this passed pawn. But again, it's well blockaded. It says the best move is queen f4, which I like. But I wouldn't have thought of it. Nice collinear move. And then we could get a position such as this. Optically, it does look better for black. But trading would ruin the fun of the game. It says the only move to give black a slight edge is king c7. Which is, again, sort of a funny move. I guess the idea is to block with the bishop. I guess is the idea. Indeed, that is the idea. But I don't understand the further ideas, because it gives here, 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 takes c4. I admit I don't understand c4 at all. It just wants to try to play over here. Like, it's debating between b5 and c4, and then it gives a sliver of an edge to black in either case. Okay, I didn't do that. I checked him. He blocked with the queen, which is what I expected. It actually says he should just go here. Oh no, that's what he did. I'm sorry. He played king h2. Yeah, his king's nice and cozy. Again, there's only one move that gives white an edge. I'm not sure why it works and other moves don't. But queen e7 is the only move for white, and it gives about +1. All other moves are equal. Brazilian, oh, I got it now. Braziliancy's nice. That is a good one. I've never heard that one. Why is queen e7 so good? I don't know. I mean, it's a nice looking square. I won't argue. I guess the idea is to promote our pawn. I guess that's the idea. Makes sense. Well, it says after queen e7, black should put the queen on the third, or on the d file. Queen d3. To stop this. But I guess it's going to eventually... I mean, now it can... Now white can maneuver the pieces somehow. And try to get this move in, I guess. Instead, he offered the queen trade again. Again, the computer says the endgame is really good for black, possibly just winning. So it wants to do this. And then for some reason it likes bishop e2 best here. I guess that makes some sense. But okay, okay. And it goes back to d2. Alright, I don't super understand all of that. What if we just go here? I mean, I guess our bishop is not very good here. I think we just go here. Okay. Alright, so that is actually kind of tricky. Tricky to save all these pawns. Didn't realize that. But also I had, you know, both players were under 20 seconds, so... Then I realized that this is where I really wanted my queen, hitting all this cool stuff. And then he took my pawn, which was not a good move. This is an interesting game. It was very back and forth, but no one was ever, like, killing it. But both players had lots of chances, but I prevailed. Hooray. Okay, so I'm getting tired. So I don't think I'll be able to continue the push for 2200 tonight. Pretty sure I would just lose if I played. So we'll try again tomorrow. I'm 10 points shy. I'm at 2190. So it's definitely doable tomorrow. Anyway, let's see who's streaming that we can send off a little raid to. Let's see what's going on up there. Probably it'll be Joe Bruin. Surely it'll be Joe. I have won every game today, it's true. No passion, no energy. No footwork. You know how it is. So thanks for being here, guys. I'll stream tomorrow evening, probably around the same time, you know, late, most likely. And hopefully that'll be the day we get 2200. Go follow my YouTube channel if for some reason you're not already. See you, Michael. See you, Bouncing. See you, Vindictive. Neon Red Gorilla, Cormac, etc. Who else did I forget? Probably other people. Gelato. Gelato even still here. Tim Quander. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, hope you guys have a good one. See you next time. Bye.